Okay, so finally, why are we talking about router 6 becoming disconnected to DC1? Well, it's a bit subtle, but basically, let's not forget that when router 6 sends out this aggregate, which it is sending out as a type 7 because it's being exported into OSPF. So although we say it's not doing the type 7s from DC1, well, it's doing a single type 7. So that type 7 is coming out here. It's a single aggregate type 7. Now on router 5, we have all of the type 7s coming in from the RIP. So there could be a couple here. Okay, and then router 3 is going to be summarizing those together as a range. Of course, router 6 type 7 is the same size as the area range on router 3, so it's not going to be an issue. It's almost as if it isn't there. And of course, as we said on the previous screen, we're calling it the RIP to OSPF export, but on the OSPF. However, we really are taking the aggregate. But router 5's type 7s, of course, will always reach router 6. But when they do, they won't make it to the INET0 table because the actual RIP routes are coming in from the data center. And so the real RIP routes will be sitting in router 6 INET0. So inside the INET0, we're going to have the true RIP. However, these routes are in the INET0 in RIP. The type 7s from router 5 come across with a admin distance of 150, and they don't make it into the table. However, if router 6 was to become disconnected from the data center, now these type 7s would make it into the table, and now they would flood through. And that is why we have this extra area range on router 6. Even though it's not going to be ranging its own type 7s, it only has a single type 7. It cannot create it and range it at once. But it will be able to range router 5 type 7s if on a disconnect the RIP routes disappeared and the type 7s made it to the INET0.